Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Mike and Damani Show. Today, right now, I'm Damani, and this is my co-host, Mike, Nick.
Hey, how you guys doing? What are you doing, Damani? Don't be telling them my damn government. What's wrong with you?
All right, Gooshnot, I won't tell nobody nothing.
Oh my gosh, bro. What is wrong with this guy, man? If you were in my vicinity right now, I would strangle you, bro.
Come on, Gooshnot, what's going on? How's your day so far, man? It's a nice Sunday. How was your day?
My day has been wonderful. So, the new Smash Brothers came out on Friday, and my entire weekend has been spent playing that video game, basically. And it was awesome.
Damn.
It's been awesome. And then now, it's about to wind down, because I have work tomorrow. So, I'll be playing a little bit more, making some delicious food here. And then, yeah. Pretty good
Well,
weekend.
hold on a second. Of course you got to get that brand new Smash Brothers. I mean, I know the whole planet is talking about that because that game is, that game would change your life. Honestly, it would change your life. Look at Mike, man. Mike hasn't done anything. He's been playing video games. Still got boogers in his eyes,
Hold on, what? Hold on, why? What?
Got crust on the side of your mouth. I know your underarms are stinking. Don't lie. It's been 2 or 3 days. You've been playing games straight.
Damani, that doesn't mean that I didn't take a shower. It doesn't mean I didn't wash my damn face, man. Chill out, bro. I don't know who you think I am. Look, man, I live a very pure lifestyle, okay? I don't do shit like that. I don't wake up in the morning and just go straight to playing video games. I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, wash my face, make something for breakfast. Then I go play video games.
Oh, no, hold on. How long do you wait after you brush your teeth before you eat something?
Eat it right after. Like, depends on how long it takes me to cook.
So hold on, bro. This is how ridiculous you are, man. You got that toothpaste taste in your mouth, and then you're going to start eating cereal and drinking orange juice. Come on, man. What are you doing?
So, first of all, I don't drink cereal, and yes, I might drink some orange juice, but so what? I don't understand what I'm supposed to
hold on. So,
like a certain amount of time before to eat?
Of course. Dude, the orange juice doesn't taste horrible after you...
Oh my gosh, Damani.
It tastes horrible after if you still have the taste of toothpaste in your mouth.
No, first of all, I don't even... It's not like that's the first thing I do is drink orange juice like right off the bat. Like I eat my breakfast first. Like I eat my egg or my bacon or whatever it is that I cook to eat for breakfast, and then I wash it down with the orange juice. I'm the type of person that I don't mix my food together when I'm eating. It's like I eat first and then I drink. I know a lot of people, they like to do, they like to do a mixture of some, like they'll eat a piece of bacon or eat a piece of egg or a piece of bread and then they'll drink something and then keep doing that as they're eating. Like I don't do that.
You gotta wash it down. You gotta...
Yeah, I drink afterwards. I know that. I think that's weird when people do that.
Well, I mean, that is definitely a Caribbean thing, because my mom and my dad definitely do that, because I know sometimes if we're, like, sitting down with, like, family dinner or whatever, and I'm eating and drinking, they're like, wait, you drink after the meal.
Exactly. Like, that's how you're supposed to do it, because if you drink
I used to do that when I was younger, but no, not now, dude, man. Like, listen, it never happens sometimes when you're eating, and it's like, yo, I got all this food in my mouth, and, like, little bits and chunks, I gotta, like, wash it out. Clean.
Yes,
you gotta clear the palate so that way you can enjoy the other flavors of food that's on your dish.
When you're eating, you're the type of person that you stuff your whole damn mouth till the food is like bulging out on the side of your cheeks when you're eating. I don't eat like that, bro. I eat, chew my food, swallow, and then take another spoonful. Like I don't have my whole damn mouth
man, you
full,
gotta stuff it, bro.
No,
you gotta stuff it, cause the best thing about that, when you stuff it, all the flavors mix together, and that shit tastes like a rainbow with glitter on top. That shit is amazing, man. Trust me.
How do you... I don't understand how can you eat food when it's bulging out of your mouth on the side. Like, that's That's so. I feel like that's so uncomfortable, man. You don't even. You can't even
No.
enjoy the food when you have so
Trust
much
me.
in your
No,
mouth.
trust me. I'm enjoying it, man. Look, what you gotta do is you stuff your cheeks with the food, right? And then you kind of like, like a conveyor belt. You kind of like slowly chew on. You squeeze your cheeks together, and you slowly chew on the outside rim, and And as you chewing it, you're like masticating the food, and you swallowing, and you grab a new
All right.
piece that's right in your cheeks. It tastes
First
amazing,
of
man.
all,
Trust me. Don't knock it till you try
fir-
it. Trust me.
first of all, Damani, from a table manners perspective, that's horrible table manners, bro. You're not supposed to eat food like that when you're at the table. First of all,
What are you
second
talking
of
about? First off, people shouldn't be looking at my mouth that hard when I'm eating.
that's second of all, that's just disgusting. Like I want
Looking
to
at my
enjoy.
mouth.
You can't even effectively enjoy your food when you're over here stuck. Like you have your mouth so full to the point where it's on. No, dude, no, I can't do that.
Well, yeah, because you've never done it before. Trust me, if you do it
No,
once or twice, it'll
I've
change.
done
You'll
it.
do it every time.
Damani, bro, I'm in the military. I have done that before. Whenever I was going through basic, and they only give you like 5 minutes to eat. You literally get to the damn counter, grab your food, and you're basically your 5 minutes starts there. By the time you sit down, you're already 3 minutes into your damn food time. So you got to literally cut and swallow and then go. Like I've done it
That's
before,
horrible.
but it's not comfortable, bro.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
that's
comfortable.
military food,
And
man. Military
what do
food
you
don't
mean
even
military
taste that
food?
good.
That is a
Come on.
lie, bro. Who told you that? That's not true.
Wait,
Especially
okay,
when,
Mike. Okay, how about
ex-
this? How about
especially
this?
when you're there.
Would you rather go? Hold on. So you say military food is so great and amazing. Would you rather go out to eat at a restaurant, or would you go on base to go eat?
It depends.
Yeah, quiet. Look at that.
It depends. No, the money. Bro. I've had surf and turf for the first time in my entire life, and it was at basic, bro. While I was there during Thanksgiving. You don't get stuff like that just for free, bro. You gotta pay for that. You know how much for a plate of surf and turf would cost you at like a restaurant, like a really nice restaurant. You probably drop in anywhere from like, I don't know, 28 to $40 for something like that. And I got that for, quote unquote free. So, and it was
Yo, no,
delicious.
that's fine that you got it, but did it taste good?
Yes, it tastes good. So
You
here's another
hesitated.
here's another thing. Here's another thing, Damani. You can't ask that. That's a subjective question. Not only is this a subjective question, but even if you were there and say you don't necessarily think the food is good when you first get there, after being there for 7 weeks, you know what I'm saying, and only having meals a
Oh,
certain amount of time
oh
the day,
gosh.
by when you're there, man, even getting freaking a spoon of rice is gonna look like fucking lobster on a damn plate to you, bro. It's gonna look
Oh
really
gosh.
delicious. You know what I mean? Just like,
Man, if you add in all these like subjective, specific
no, bro.
situations,
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying.
asking that. I'm asking it's a Wednesday night, it's 7 p.m. You want to go eat? Are you gonna go to the military base to go eat, or are you gonna go to a restaurant to go eat? Don't
I,
say it depends.
so no,
Pick
because
whichever military base and whichever restaurant. Which one are you gonna go to? It's
I
7 p.m. on Wednesday, and you gotta eat.
that's you. I can't answer that question because
Oh my gosh.
whatever answer I give to you, it wouldn't make a difference because you're not gonna believe me either way. So whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, time to move on to the topic at hand, man. So what are we talking about today? This
All
guy.
right, so today, guys, we're gonna touch on the holiday spirit. I mean, it's December. It's you got it's the holiday season. I mean, the best thing about holiday season is like is you got that vibe in the air. It's like you got the Christmas music playing. You just had Thanksgiving. I mean, some people are actually still hanging out with their families. It's damn December 9th, and some people go hard with that Thanksgiving stuff. Stay there for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then go back to wherever their regular life is. But yeah, man, holiday season. Holiday season is the best. Is honestly my second favorite season. I like it because everybody's in a good vibe, good mood. Everybody wants to get along with each other. It's just a great season. Everybody's joyful. The only thing I don't like about holiday season is that it's fucking cold. I don't like being cold. That's the only thing. My favorite season is summer. Summer is like amazing. But yeah, bro, holiday season. So what do you feel about what are you doing for holidays, Mike?
So this is my favorite season of the year. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas season because everybody's jolly, happy. People may say, "Oh well, this is mainly for all these businesses, to try to sell their products and whatnot. Christmas isn't real and yada 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 yada." You
Oh
need to tell
gosh.
you can tell those Grinches to get away from me because that all that crap right there doesn't phase me. Like I love Christmas because it's the season of giving, and um just I just like the whole point of Christmas, like the Christmas trees, talking about getting presents and snow and all these songs that's playing. Like, you go to stores and you just see all the lights, the decorations,
Yeah,
especially in
man.
like some neighborhoods. Like you see people go like overboard in decorating their houses. You know what I mean? Like you can see their houses from the highway. And just pretty
I
cool. Like
love houses like that, man. I honestly, that's probably one of the other reasons that I love holiday season. You have houses like that in your neighborhood? They're just
yeah, like
crazy
yeah,
lit up.
Yeah, like you walk down the road and there's this one house like every square inch of the property has lights on it, man, and it's just going like it changes, there's like this the Santa Claus that they have sitting on top of their roof and they have Christmas carols
That's pretty dope.
playing and that's pretty cool, man. Like I like that. I love the season. This year unfortunately we're not doing gifts. My wife doesn't want to do gifts this year,
Uh
and
oh.
good no for good reasons. We're planning on taking a lot of trips next year. Specifically for my 30th birthday, I'm turning 30 next year in May, and we want to go to Japan. So we're trying to save money. So we decided not to do gifts this year. Usually when we do
Okay.
gifts, we get each other pretty nice gifts, and also our family and whatnot. And
Yeah.
I thought that we both agreed that this year we're just gonna hold off on that so that we can enjoy a little bit more of ourselves when we go out
Well, I mean, you
to
can still get
Japan.
each other gifts. Just get like like handmade gifts, like a little macaroni picture or something, or
No, dude, no, I'm not gonna do that. What the heck? I
or
think
you can
we'll
do
both.
something nice for each other.
Yeah,
Clean her
yeah, we're
car.
yeah. We're gonna yeah. Obviously, we do. There's gonna be other things that we're gonna do for each other, but from a monetary perspective, we're just gonna try to hold off on buying anything. So that was the whole point that I was trying to get across. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But
true.
but aside from that, man, yeah, like Christmas, I just what I'm saying is just something about this season that just makes you feel so good and happy. And I would never understand why people think opposite of Christmas. Like I have some friends that just don't like Christmas, and I don't understand why. Like, oh,
Man, they probably had
this
a
is a
bad Christmas when they
consumer
were younger.
holiday, and well,
Yeah, they probably had a
yeah.
real badass Christmas. So freaking Santa never came. They never got any presents. Fucking their parents got divorced in the holidays. Everybody got
Mhm.
their reasons. I mean, some people learn about like the history of Christmas and like, oh, Jesus wasn't even born on this time. He was born in
Yeah, which is
May.
true.
And
I mean, it's supposed to. This is a pagan holiday, apparently. So,
yeah, it
um,
definitely, dude. I feel like most of the holidays that Americans celebrate is all pagan. Halloween is definitely pagan.
okay,
Christmas is pagan. Thanksgiving is freaking the slaughter, the genocide of a whole race of people, and we're all giving thanks for that. I mean, we can give thanks for other things, but generally speaking, that's what Thanksgiving was for.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm, yeah, but I mean, if you were to get into all the specifics about the reason why we celebrate all these holidays, it's pretty easy to become a Scrooge. It's pretty damn easy. So
Hmm.
for me personally, I mean, I already know the history behind all the reasons why we celebrate all these specific holidays and stuff, and how pagan they are. But
Hmm.
it's just that I choose to still celebrate the holidays, but I don't participate in the paganistic parts. You know, like getting the pine tree. Like people don't even know why they get a pine tree and put it in their house and decorate it and put presents underneath the pine tree. People don't know why they do that. You ask them, they're just gonna say because it's Christmas. But I mean, for the listeners, just do some research on why people do that for Christmas and why people dress up for Halloween. Like when you find out the history of it, I mean, you're gonna have to make the conscious decision on if you're gonna participate in it or not participate in it, or be like me and just be like, yo, it's freaking holidays. I like feeling good. I love holiday music, and fucking everybody's just happy and joyful, and I want to participate in that. I'm not gonna participate in the other parts that I don't really want to pay attention to, because I mean, think about it. It's kind of hard to go through the holidays. Holidays is like the part of the year where you're supposed to be happy, because if you actually think about it, the majority of the year, most people are like miserable if you don't include summer, because summer everybody's like, you know, going on trips, they're on summer vacation, they got their sick days, their vacation time, whatever they got going on. But the holidays is, I just feel like everybody's kind of in a good mood in the holidays. I don't know if it's the music or if it's we're just socially trained to be happy on the holidays, or I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it's pretty cool. And the decorations. I like decorations when people decorate their house. Like you were saying, how they have how people decorate the lights on their house. Dude, they got a house in Winter Park. They do this every year. They decorate the house, and the house is like can be seen from space. It's like lights like you would not believe. They would have neighbors that complain that it's too bright because they can't go to sleep. Yeah. And then, you know, they're playing Christmas music from one of the loudspeakers that's on there, that's inside of some inflatable Santa on top of the roof or something. But I mean, and they always have people like just walk around that neighborhood just to look at the houses. And then the people that live in that neighborhood, the houses compete against each other to see who can outdo the next person with the flagrant lights or great music or whatever else they want to compete against. But I love that. That's just really, really cool.
Yeah. I love that, man. I love that too about Christmas. Like you said, man, I just don't understand why, you know, people get to that point to where they just dislike it. Like, there's just so much about Christmas to love, man. Even though, yeah, it might not actually mean what it might not mean what it's intended to be, but it's still great things that you can get out of it. The question I do have for you though, Damani, is when you have your first child or, you know, your kid with your family, are you gonna teach them about Santa, or are you gonna tell them Santa isn't real or whatnot? Because this is a discussion that me and my wife had, and
definitely, bro.
Go ahead.
No, definitely. I'm definitely gonna teach them about Santa. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say I got like 3 kids, right? I'm gonna buy one really good gift for each of those 3 kids, and you know sometimes during Christmas, kids get multiple gifts, especially if you got like 2 parents, you get like 3 gifts from each parent or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy each of them one really good gift, tell them that gift is from me, and then get them, you know, like little chintzy crappy gifts and be like, yo, Santa bought you that because you're acting like whatever per year. And they'll be like, oh man. So that way Santa's not getting all the credit for my hard work and me buying these gifts.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that, and then I'm gonna ask you why. Actually, as a matter of fact, go ahead and say, why would you tell them about Santa?
Why would I? Because think about it. Because you got to think about the kind of life your kid's gonna have. Your kid has a life separate from yours. Mm-hmm. They're not you walking around. So when that kid goes to school, and the other kids are talking about Santa, you know, reindeers and Rudolph and all that other stuff, you don't want your kid to be that party pooper that's like, yo, you guys know Santa's not real, right? Nobody wants their kid to be the first kid to say Santa's not real, or have their kid to be the last kid to believe Santa's not real. You want to be like right in the middle.
I'm going to stop you right there. I don't believe that, because when I was a little kid, I never believed Santa was real, but I just played along with other people. And I feel as if, as a kid, you know what I'm saying, it's good to know that from early, instead of growing up to think something is actual. First of all, there's no way this big fat ass white dude is slithering down a skinny ass chimney
Why
and
you say
putting a
Slytherin?
present under your Christmas tree for one. So logically
Why is he
speaking,
slithering?
from a logical standpoint, that's impossible to happen. You know what I mean? So I want my kid to rationalize things, and don't think necessarily about fantasy. You know, I want them to be able to separate fantasy from reality. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on. So you're not gonna.
other
So what you're gonna do is tell the kid, yo, Santa does X, Y, and Z, and then wait to see if they can rationalize the reality of the situation.
No, I'm not
or you're just
gonna
gonna
tell
straight
them
up tell them like,
Santa.
yo, Santa's not real.
No, I'm not gonna tell them Santa does anything. If they ask, hey, why do I keep hearing people talking about Santa Claus? Like, who is this fat guy that I keep seeing on TV that's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna come to your house and break into your house and put presents under your tree and then leave. And by the way, before I leave, I'm gonna eat your cookies and drink some of your milk." Like, what? What kind of shit? No, I'm
Well,
not
that's
teaching them that.
fair. You're
You know
getting
what
a
I'm
dope
saying?
ass gift, and this
No.
guy is just eating. What?
No. There's no reason to teach them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, so there's a part where, and this goes for like anything, including the Sandman, freaking the Tooth Fairy. Just think how stupid all of that stuff sounds, right? A fairy comes into your house and takes your rotten ass teeth from under your pillow and then leaves $1. Like, what the fuck? Like, why
That's
does
crazy.
that make any sense at all? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
I don't
crazy
wanna
part
teach
is
my
like
kid that.
to me when I was younger and I would always hear about the Tooth Fairy, I would always think it'd be like, all right, that's kind of cool. But then I have a second thought and be like, what the hell is this Tooth Fairy doing with all these teeth?
Exactly. My point exactly. Like, what? No,
And it
I'm
started
not.
freaking me out. It freaked me out after
No.
that. And I was like, why the fuck does this thing have all these teeth? And why is he giving me money for my teeth? And he's just
Exactly.
taking all my teeth.
No.
Like, what the hell is he doing with my teeth? That's pretty damn weird.
I'm not gonna let my kid grow up thinking that, man. For one, I don't want I want them to rationalize things and come up with their own conclusions on what's real, what's fake, and make a determination on what it is that they need to believe and what do they need not to believe. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna raise them, oh, Santa Claus, this and that. No, I'm gonna tell them straight up. So this man was created to, whatever the case may be, and let them go ahead and determine if they want to play on with the Christmas spirit and just believe that he's real, or they want to be like, okay, well, I know he's not real, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play into that. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to
Yeah.
draw their own conclusion on that, and that's.
Well, I
that's
mean, you
just
can
how
still
I
have the
feel.
Christmas spirit. You can still have the Christmas spirit and not believe
Yeah,
in Santa. And still be
absolutely,
jolly and
absolutely.
have
Yeah.
fun, play music, and want to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
presents, but just
yeah.
not believe in Santa.
Yeah, and that's what I said. They can, what I'm saying, determine if that's something that they want to do or not. But at the same time, I'm not going to require them to do anything, like believe in it. I'm not going to say, you're stupid not to believe in it, because I never did, and
But did you ever have
actually,
anybody that deliberately told you, "Yo, Santa's gonna bring you this gift. You better act right for the rest of the year"? Did anybody deliberately do that in your life, like your mom or your dad, or?
So
Yeah.
here's when I started to not believe Santa was real. So I always never believed this guy was real, because where I lived, we never had a chimney, right? I lived in Jamaica, and I've never seen a house in Jamaica with a chimney on it. We don't need a chimney. What the fuck we need a chimney for? We don't have a fireplace. So
You know,
nah, I
the
don't
hell
put
you need a fireplace
So,
for?
yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, well, I guess Santa Claus doesn't come to Jamaica. He goes to everywhere else. Because I always watch TV, and TV was always showing, oh, Santa Claus was this jolly old white man that went to all the kids in America and gave them presents and whatnot. And the imagery that was given off about Santa Claus was that he was a fat guy. He had white hair, white beard, and he was white as well. He wore a red suit, and he had reindeers, and the reindeers could fly, and they all flew. Even though they claimed they flew all over the world, all the houses that they flew on was always covered in snow, and he was always going down a chimney, and a chimney that obviously it's connected to a fireplace, and then the tree was right next to it. My house never had a chimney. It never snowed in Jamaica. Um, and yeah, so and it's funny that they only ever showed that on TV. Santa Claus was only ever coming when there was a white Christmas. It's snowing, and he always lands on the house with all the snow. So I'm like, oh, so he never goes to Florida? Like, what happened to Florida and Texas?
Never goes
like,
to Texas. Never goes to Cali.
Never go to California.
Never goes
like,
to Nevada.
Yeah, like what's going on over here, man? Like,
only goes to
yeah.
the Northeast and the Midwest, and that's it.
Yeah, so basically, I decided, I'm like, well, there's a good chance it doesn't come to Jamaica, and then I think one day, I don't know how old I was. I like stayed up one day just to like really see if this guy was real, and yeah, I like stayed up. I remember because usually it's around this time, like back home, you start seeing fireworks coming out, because it's about to be New Year's, so people are like getting ready, so they're buying their fireworks and they're busting their fireworks off. So one day it was like, I think it was like Christmas Eve or something like that. I went out with my buddies, and like we were outside all night busting off these fireworks, and I just did that on purpose because I wanted to see if I can get a glimpse of this guy. I don't remember how old I was pretty young, and basically my theory was right. Okay, this guy doesn't come to Jamaica because I stayed up all night and didn't see him fly over. So you know what? This man isn't real. It doesn't make sense.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way he can come to Jamaica. There's no way he can fly all over the world in a 24-hour period. This doesn't make any sense. Like, no, I'm not believing this crap. Take this guy out of my damn house. Don't tell me anything about Santa Claus anymore. We don't have no goddamn chimney, so he's not real. So from ever since then, man, I just, I just never really believed in any of these little fairy tales that.
Damn, bro, not even the Easter Bunny? I never
bro.
believed in the Easter Bunny. That's some crazy shit. I've never even met anybody that believes in the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
it's
insane.
I think, as I grew up a little quicker than maybe I needed to when I was a little kid, and it's okay because now I'm happy that I know what I knew then, because I see a lot of people that they didn't necessarily, they weren't brought up the same way, and because of that they're very I guess they're
Gullible.
very impressionable. Yeah, they're very gullible, and I hate people like that. Like, you basically tell them anything and they'll believe it, man. They don't question things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that type of person to question things, which is fine. I'm not saying anything is wrong. I just don't believe in these fairy tales. I don't believe in Santa, but it doesn't change the fact that I still think Christmas is awesome. There's just so much about Christmas, and yeah, that's just how I feel. Other than that, what do you like to do around the Christmas time, like or around the holiday season period?
Oh no, bro! I love being around like family. You got the holiday dinner or brunch, and you guys go skiing or go build a snowman, whatever. But that's just my family in New York. In Florida, the same thing. Just kind of hang out with family. Just forget the skiing and snow, and kind of just hang out with family. Go shopping, go to theme parks. That's really cool. Going to theme parks in the holiday season is actually very interesting. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean Disney. I'm talking like Universal Studios, SeaWorld. Yeah, I mean, we're in Florida, so it's like 90 degrees in December, so we can still go to SeaWorld. And,
but you were just saying it was cold, bro.
Well, no, bro, because man, Florida's mad bipolar, dude. The crazy thing about it is, like, it was 2 days ago, Friday, and it was only 59 degrees. Tell me why, like, my damn beard was frozen, man. I don't know what is happening, because it's not that, it does not, the temperature doesn't read that cold, but it feels like it's freezing. And I think it just might be because Florida has like humidity, and humidity freezes in the air or something. Because when I was in New York, when I was living in New York, and it'd be in the like dead in the middle of snowing, and I can go outside with short sleeves, I mean, I would have sweatpants on, but I can go outside with short sleeve, throw out the trash, and I'm fine. I mean, I go out, take 2 or 3 minutes, come back in, and I'm a little chilly, but I'm not freezing to death.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried to do the same damn thing 2 days ago, like go outside for like a minute, 2 minutes without a jacket and just like sweatpants. I'm freezing, dude. Like I can. You ever been so cold where you're like your teeth actually chatter like it does in the cartoons? I've never been that cold before, and my teeth were actually chattering, and like I'm shaking, like what the fuck? I don't like being that cold. If I'm gonna be that cold, it needs to be snowing. That's just my rules. If it's cold and it ain't snowing, why the hell is it cold? It needs to be snowing if it's cold. But but yeah, bro. So holidays is just like I don't know. I just like hanging out with family, man. Hanging out with fam, buying presents, making presents. I instead of buying presents for people, I like doing stuff for people because I feel like the gesture is going to be remembered more than this thing that I just spent some money on and didn't really put that much thought into. Like a gesture, taking somebody out to go eat or I don't know, cleaning their car or surprising them with something or I don't know. I just like doing gestures for people because I just feel like those make much more of an impression, a lasting positive impression than just going to Walmart and buying some shit and putting some paper on it and just throwing it at them. Yo, take it. Like, nah, no. I mean, that's cool if you do that, but that's just not me personally.
Yeah,
But
I agree. I agree with you to a certain extent, right? Because here's the thing. That's from my perspective, I can't do that because um I do gestures all the time. So it's almost like, okay, well, wash my car. You wash my car all the time, anyways. That's not really a gift. You know what I mean? Or
oh
you're gonna
man.
cook dinner for me, like a nice dinner. Oh, but you always cook that. I mean, what's the difference
Oh
between?
no, but see, the thing is, you gotta do the same gesture, but go above and beyond. So, like, you would cook
Yes,
dinner and eat that shit on the roof, and have fireworks
yeah.
shooting off the roof while you're eating dinner, bro.
I
That'd be
guess.
dope.
But what I try to do is I try to be I guess a little bit more outrageous than just doing gestures. Like I want to go get something, like I want to buy something. Oh, I want to buy you some earrings, but I want to give it to you while I don't know, while we're eating ice cream or something.
Oh,
And
you're gonna put it in her
we
ice cream, make her eat it.
yeah, or I don't know, just some randomness, you know what I mean? And she like binds it. Like I just try to do stuff like that. Or I can't really do anything with my family per se, other than send them a card or call them or go visit them because they're so far away from me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to really give family. And then furthermore, if I was supposed to give all my family members gifts, I would be broke, literally
Well,
broke,
no,
because I have so much
that's why you
family
obviously
members.
pick. Yeah, you pick the ones that are like the closest. Obviously, you got to be selective about that. You don't want to give some piece of crap family member you talked to like 4 years ago or something. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, but
But look, one
that's
thing that you can
that's
do for your family that's far away is you can come visit without even saying that you're going to visit. When
and
they
that's
open
and
the door
that's
from work.
yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that with my mom. So I'm gonna go see my mom for Christmas, and she doesn't know that I'm coming. I'm gonna go see her, and then I'm gonna come hang out with y'all because I haven't, even though we saw each other like a month ago. I'm just
Yeah.
coming down to come hang out with you guys. Hopefully, get to shoot one of these shows out there. With the whole camp, and shout outs to the
Yep.
camp, by the
Yep.
way. Can't wait to see you guys for
That's
Christmas.
that's gonna be a very interesting show.
Hmm. But yeah,
Fucking
I
loud.
I can't I don't think I can I don't know. I think yes, it's okay to, gift the people you love, but sometimes I just think it's I don't think it's bad not to give gifts to everybody. Cuz I know somebody's going to say, "Oh, well, that's your family. You're just going to make Christmas pass and not give them anything." That's okay. I mean, if I was supposed to give every family member a gift, like I said, I would be bored, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They try to
man.
stress themselves out to make everybody in their circle happy. Like you don't necessarily have to break the bank to make your friends and your family happy. Actually, you don't even have to break the bank at all. You don't have to buy
Yeah,
anything for
man.
anybody just because it's the holiday and it's hyped up as a gift giving holiday. That doesn't mean that you have to go out there and buy a fucking $20,000
Crazy.
or
Yeah.
$2,000 or even $200 gift. Like it's not necessary. You know, if you
Not
need
even
some,
like a not even a damn $50 gift, man. That's way
yeah,
too. Come on, nah.
nah,
Cause
you
just
don't
like
have
you
to
were
do
saying
all
earlier,
that.
there's gestures. There's infinite things you could do for people over the holidays. You
Hmm.
don't have to buy
Absolutely,
something. Yeah, and I
yeah,
feel like that reason that people do that obviously is because marketing, society tells
yeah,
them like, yo, if you don't do this at this time, you're a loser. But then there's also the social pressures, man. Because think about it. Think about like a homeless. I remember I talk to homeless people a lot. I don't mean like going to talk to them or whatever. I go. I know exactly. People are gonna take that the wrong way, but okay. So say for example, we're walking down the street and we see a homeless person. But normally, other people just kind of step over them like they're not a human being. It's like just look past them like they don't exist. Just like walk away and leave them. On the other hand, I don't do that. I treat a homeless person like a human being because they are a human being. So, and I have conversations with them, just talking to them about their life or how was your day or whatever. You would be surprised how far that goes when you treat a homeless person like a human being. And a lot of these people that are homeless are people that were like CEOs or vice president of some small company or some business that just didn't do well enough and like I know just slowly went downhill, and it's like you're just seeing the result of a very long story, but you're only looking at one chapter in this person's story and judging them off of that. So me personally, I speak to homeless people. So as you speak to homeless people and you talk to them about like, hey man, how do you feel over the holidays when they have all this joyous music, everybody's in a good mood, but they kind of force everybody to kind of like go shopping. Like you have to go shopping, and if you don't go shop and you don't buy something for your loved ones, then you're a loser. And like a lot of homeless people, they say that they don't believe in buying stuff or they're not able to buy stuff for their loved ones. You're not specifically homeless, but like poorer people that just don't have the expendable cash. And there's like over the holidays, you feel even worse that you can't either provide for your family or the people that you're around just because of the environment that the society is in. Like everybody's in the Christmas spirit, quote unquote, to go buy something. And it's like it's just one of those things where it's just like it's kind of not fair to people that can't do that. So that's why I'm always big on gestures because a gesture is free. I mean, depending on what the gesture is, and it's going to be remembered, have much more of a positive impact on whoever it is that you did that gesture for. And it's just, I don't know, it's just something that can last longer than a few minutes of using whatever video game or clothing that you buy somebody. I mean, you buy somebody a sweater, they say, "Oh, thanks, it's a beautiful sweater," and you probably never even see them wear it. All you know is that they have the sweater because you bought them the sweater. As to opposed of if you do something for somebody or with somebody, then you know for a fact that they're liking or not liking the gesture that you're doing for them because you're sitting right next to them while you're doing this gesture.
I
And
don't know the
I don't
money. So
know.
material gifts sometimes are good or better, and I love material gifts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would rather
No,
sometimes
yeah, of
maybe
course.
ninety
I feel like
percent of the
everybody
time.
loves material gifts.
Yeah, I don't. I'm fine with getting material gifts over gestures. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I got my. This wasn't for Christmas, but for my birthday, my wife bought me a Switch. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather the Switch than her taking me out for a dinner on the town. Yeah, I would have been happy and um, enjoyed the time, but it only lasts that long. And yeah, it is a memory that stays with me. But at the end of the day, a Switch, I can take that bitch and play it all day and enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? That's continuous enjoyment right there, and it's a lasting
Yeah,
impact.
yeah, true.
Like I, and like you said, it all depends on the person. For me, even though we're not doing gifts this year, if we were, yeah, I would want something. I don't really look. I don't really care about gestures all that much. I'm not that soft, mushy person that you sound like you are, Normani, but
Oh, it's not soft and mushy, man.
that
It's
is
just
soft
it's,
and mushy.
it's-
Over here,
How is
probably,
that soft? Okay, so
you probably
buying
was one
somebody
of those
something
kids
material is
that
not soft and mushy.
you were probably one of those kids that made macaroni cards and gave it to your mom or your sister or your brother and whatnot. Like, hell
No,
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 fuck that. Like,
not
I hate
macaroni
doing that
card,
stuff,
man.
man, because I used to do that shit
Oh
in
gosh.
school and had all my fucking like friends like used to sniff or eat the glue. That shit was nasty, man. I hated that shit. No, you know what I did? You know what I did when I was a little kid? I used to save up my money or my little allowance that I got for to go to school with, save my money up, and like I would buy myself either a card or buy my mom a gift or something like that. I thought that was worth a whole lot more because I'm literally using the money that they're giving me, and yes, they're giving it to me. It's the only money that I can have. It's not like I can work. I'm a little kid, and I take that
Yeah,
money instead of going to the store and buying um toys or clothes or shoes. I took the money and I bought them something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And my mom loved that. My dad loved that too. So did my sisters and my brother. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was good. The gesture
Well, I mean, it
stuff.
all depends on the situation you're in life. Like if you're like in your situation, if you're like a little kid and you don't have, like you said, you don't have a job, you don't have you don't have anything you can do for the person that you're trying to buy stuff or do something for your loved one, because you're a little kid, you don't own anything. That's different. But if you're like fucking married and you're like some 30-year-old guy and it's like you got you and your lady, it's like you don't have to always buy something every single year, because think about it, all these holidays that come around, you got Thanksgiving. Do you buy something for Thanksgiving? Probably not. Do you buy something for Easter?
Yeah, but
Probably, because some women buy stuff for
is
Easter.
Damani. Thanksgiving is not something you buy. You go out and buy for. Thanksgiving is a time you spend with your family. You buy food, you cook the food, and you guys eat it. It's not a time.
All right, well,
for
Thanksgiving was a
present
bad example.
sharing.
Then what about Valentine's Day? Don't you buy her stuff for Valentine's Day?
No, for Valentine's Day. So that's the thing.
What? You don't
My
buy your lady nothing for Valentine's Day?
Because my wife doesn't like Valentine's Day. All right, so this is what I
Well,
did.
that's a one in a million. Come on.
Listen. This is what I did last Valentine's Day for my wife. I got her one of those like Pitch Perfect singers. You know what I'm talking about? They like dress up in like a tux or whatever you want them to dress up into, and they go out to the to wherever location you ask them to go out, and you pick a song and they sing it for you. So that's what I
Oh,
did. Like
dope, yeah. They
I had
like
them
pop
go
out
to
the
my,
bushes and start tap dancing
yeah,
or something.
well, they went to my wife's job, so they went to her job and gave her. I think they gave her balloons, candy, and some other stuff, and they basically sang, to her, or he sang to her, in at her job, and I did that. Because she had just gotten a job, and my wife doesn't like stuff like that, and I thought it'd be funny to kind of embarrass her a little bit in front of her coworkers and help
Oh,
break the ice as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when something like that happens to you, it's pretty embarrassing. Like, what are you gonna do about it? And I think once that
all you can do
happens,
is
it
smile
can
and
help break
blush.
that. Yeah, exactly. So I thought it would be a good idea, and that's what I did. And she thought it was funny. And she even thought about doing that to me at one point too. So that's what I did for Valentine's Day. And I thought that was cool. Like, I do stuff like that, but for the most part, she doesn't like holidays like that. So it's hard to kind of do stuff for somebody that doesn't really want to play into the holidays. So which is good for me in a way, because that helps me save money at the end of the day, because I don't have to worry about buying some expensive stuff or anything for my wife, because she doesn't really like, or she doesn't care for those holidays anyways. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
nice,
she'll
nice.
tell me, like, prior to the holidays coming up, please don't get me anything. I don't want anything. I don't like this holiday. Don't worry about it. I don't want to go anywhere, and yada yada yada, which is fine. The only thing she really looks forward to is her birthday. Like, she loves her birthday, because it's her birthday. Who doesn't love their birthday? Same here. Like,
Somebody that
birthdays
never had
are,
a good birthday. That's who doesn't love their birthday.
I guess. But yeah. But yeah, man. So just this whole. So what do you think about this holiday season comparing to last holiday season?
Well, this holiday season, I kind of feel like it's not as jolly as it used to be. Because not even last holiday
older?
season. Well, yeah, that's honestly what I do feel like. Well, I feel like it's a combination of things. I feel like it's because I'm getting older. Society's changing a lot because I remember when I was a kid, it was holiday music. Like, you could not go around the corner unless you hear some kind of walking around the Christmas tree. Yeah, like, think about it. Have you heard that song yet?
No, to be honest.
Yeah, and then just think about the prior years before. Like, wouldn't you by December 9th, I would have heard that song at least 30 times. And I haven't heard that song not once.
I've heard
I just feel like it's not as jolly.
I've heard the Mariah Carey
one?
song. Yeah, the Mariah Carey Christmas song. You know the Christmas song they always play Mariah Carey.
All I Want for Christmas Is You, man. Dude, you know how much money she makes? You know how much money she still makes off of that song?
$500,000. I think it's between $500,000 and $1 million every Christmas.
Every Christmas that she don't got to do nothing for, and even after taxes, I feel like it's probably more than $500,000. I feel like it's probably like 3 or 4 million, man.
Nope, that's what it is. Half to $1 million every year.
Because they play that shit every radio station, every TV station, every TV show that you're watching. You watch Empire and they're having a Christmas something. They're playing that Mariah Carey song. So man, it's insane.
Here's the thing. The only reason why I know that is because when I was in the gym, like, I don't know if you've ever been to LA Fitness or any like Gold's Gym or anything like that. You know where they have the TVs in the gym that plays the music, like plays the LA Fitness like radio, like on the screen, like it was playing Mariah Carey's song, and at the bottom it was giving facts about the song, and that was one of the facts. It was like every year she makes between $500,000 to $1 million.
That's crazy. You don't even have to. She didn't have to do any. She worked for that song probably 4 hours, almost 20 something years ago, and she's still making that much money off of that.
Still making that much money.
Ooh-wee. I'm about to make a song. I'm about to make a Christmas song, man. I'm gonna make a Christmas song. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a Christmas song.
What are you gonna call it?
I'm gonna call it that goddamn reindeer.
That's so stupid, man.
What do you mean? Well, think about that one song, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. You know how much money that dude makes every year? You ever heard that song?
Yes, I heard that song. You know what?
You ever seen that cartoon?
No, but I've heard that other song, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. It's kind of fucked up.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, it's not fucked up because it's his dad. It's Michael Jackson singing it, but it's his dad dressed up.
I know it's his dad, but I just think it's so funny, man, because the kid is a snitch, basically.
What? Hold on. If you saw your mom kissing some random ass dude, at night, you wouldn't tell your dad?
All right, I'm gonna flip that question and ask you if you saw your dad.
Oh no! You gotta answer it first. You gotta answer it first, and I'll answer it.
No, Damani, you can't.
You wouldn't tell. Hold on.
No, I didn't say
your mom cheating on your dad.
No. I didn't say I wouldn't. Listen to what I just said.
Damn, you got a jolly old fat white man fucking your mom. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Whoa.
See? Because that's what's going to happen. You got to tell your dad, man.
I just posed the same question to you. What if you flipped the script? Well, if it was your dad kissing a woman, what would you do?
Hell yeah, I tell my mom. That's my mom and my dad. Are you serious? I'm not going to. No. Listen, if I knew that kind of stuff was happening, and I seen it with my own eyes, like right in front of me, close enough where I could smell the slobber coming off of their mouth, I'm gonna tell, man. I'm sorry, man.
I don't know, man. I can't do it. I can't answer that yes or no. That's hard.
What? How you gonna live with that guilt, man? How you gonna live with that guilt?
Here's the thing, Damani. Here's the thing. So my parents aren't married, but if they were married, there's a potential for that to break up their marriage, and I wouldn't want to have the guilt on me knowing that I'm the one that caused them to break up. So that's why I
Well,
said
it's
that's
not
a
you
hard
that calls
question.
them.
Yes, it would be.
No, how is that you that called them to break
Damani,
up? It's
okay,
more like
so-
the jolly old fat man kissing your mom that called them to break
So
up.
it'd be a different story if my mom or my dad caught one of them or caught each other doing their dirt. That's a different story. If my dad caught my mom or my mom caught my dad, that's a different story. But the fact that I intervened and I said something, now you know what I'm saying, whatever happens after, it's because of what I said. So all the series of events that
Oh,
happen after
gosh.
is because of me. So no, bro, I don't want that to. I don't
Oh,
want me to be the cause of my parents breaking up. I no, I would probably
what?
hold
So
off.
you got your parents cheating on each other, and you know everything that's happening, and you're not gonna say a word.
I would rather them finding out from themselves. No, I'm serious, bro. All right, so here,
Okay. Well, look.
all
How
the
about this? How
listeners,
about this?
listen.
Instead
All
of
the listeners
instead of,
that are
instead
listening,
of
or any listeners that listen, please make a comment about this because I
yeah,
know that
what would
this is
you do
yeah.
personally?
What
Well,
would
the
you got?
listeners.
Because this is a very difficult question, Damani. Because if you really think about it, bro, this is your parents we're talking about, and I'm not talking doing it like snitching on them at this age. I'm talking as a child, like
Yeah,
between
like a 6 year
seven
old, 7 year
and
old.
yeah, between 7 and like I don't know, like 14, 15 years old. Like think about it, Damani.
Well, okay. Well, how about this? Instead of you telling snitching, how about you set? So say you see, okay, it's like every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mom and Santa meet up at this spot and they start kissing on each other. You wouldn't go to your dad and be like, "Yo, dad," kind of play it off like, "Hey, man, come meet me over here. Let's go do this thing," and like quote unquote, bump into Santa and your mom kissing and be like,
Mm.
"Whoa, what's happening?" Like
I
lead
would
him,
I
point
would
him in the right direction, but not tell him anything.
so knowing my mom and knowing my dad and knowing Caribbean parents,
Oh fuck.
they'll that'd be kind of hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Because for
Yeah, they'll know
one,
what's up immediately, man.
exactly. So
I don't know how the hell they do that. They're like psychic. How do they know what's gonna happen next?
I don't understand either, bro. I would never know, and I don't need to know. I feel like that's some voodoo shit that's going on in the background that I don't want to know about.
So stupid. Well, that means when you
Seriously,
have kids,
bro.
you're gonna have to learn the techniques, man. You're gonna have to learn.
Yeah,
They gotta teach
hey,
you.
I never understood that, bro. Like I never understood that. Just like you said, like I remember when I was a little kid, I used to come home from school and I did something fucked up, bro. And I wouldn't even say anything to my dad, and he'd already know that something's going on. Like he'll just look at me, like nobody called the house yet, nothing happened yet, and he just look, what happened? Like what's going on? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
what do you do? What are you doing? Like,
what
I'm
did
not
you do?
doing anything.
I'm like, I didn't do anything. And he'll just scare me into basically snitching on myself, whoop my ass. After he whoops my ass, then he'll get a call from the school. Hey, Mr. Kildare, I'm just calling to tell you that your son got into a fight today. And then after he gets off the phone, he whoops my ass again. I'm like, motherfucker, you just beat me already. Like, why you whooping my ass again? Like, I already told you what
and then
happened.
you gonna cry, and then he'll be like, "You better shut up, or I'll give you something to cry about." It's like, oh,
Like,
damn.
I don't understand that. Like, you beat my ass already for telling you what I did, and then the school calls you and tells you the same exact thing I just told you, and you whoop my ass again. Like, where did that's crazy to me, man. But yeah,
You just got mad at the same thing twice.
got mad at Texas.
Yo, that is definitely Caribbean parent. They get mad at the same thing twice. Like, what? You already know. What the fuck? Yeah, and then they beat you like they just found out all over again. I know exactly what you mean. That is not. It's like that's not even fair, man. That's like one of the biggest mind fucks ever, man. It's like you already know, and you knew for like the past hour and a half. Why you acting brand new? What the hell? I hate that. Oh damn. Damn, bro, that means that you're gonna have to start talking to your parents and start, when you start having kids, you gotta start learning the techniques. Cause I gotta talk to my parents. They gotta teach me the techniques. Cause I don't know how the hell they be knowing. They just
I'm
know.
See, I so here's the thing. There's good and bads about how my parents raised me. I'm just gonna take all the good things, and that's the only thing I'm gonna use, man. Like I don't want to raise my kids the same way I was raised. First of all, for one, I was raised in a completely different time than the potentially when I had my kids. So
Yeah.
you know what we were raised around and just the surroundings completely different. So I won't even have the ability to raise them just like how my parents did. That's one. Second of all, like I said, bro, like there's good and bad things about how I was raised that I don't necessarily want my kids to experience. Like no,
Mm-hmm. Like go
I
get your own Switch, that kind of shit.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that
man.
stuff is like
Mind.
is psychological. That stuff still fucks with me sometimes, bro. Like you don't understand. Like just
Hell
thinking
yeah.
about
What
it.
do you
Yeah,
mean? What? That shit happened to me too.
yeah,
I was
exactly.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
that
exactly what you mean by that. Like there are
yeah,
definitely some positivity that does come out of like disciplining your children and stuff, but there's a way you have to discipline them
yeah,
that's not like you were saying psychologically damaging
yeah,
freaking
exactly. Yeah,
25
yeah,
years later.
yeah.
That's so fucked. Okay, so what about this? So say for example you got kids, right? And you're gonna have kids like in 2028 when there's mad technology and everything. When it comes to holiday season, how are you gonna give your kids gifts? Because think about it. Even if you actually just think about it, like even the average kid in the future is gonna be so spoiled, and in my opinion, I don't want to say lazy, but they I would feel like they wouldn't want to put in the amount of work it takes to get certain things done because the amount of technology that they're going to have it's just going to be like everything's going to be quote unquote smartphone, smart TV, smart computer, and so that way you don't have to think that much. You have everything that you own is smart, but you're stupid and lazy
So
because
so here's the
everything's doing
thing.
everything for you. So what kind of gift would you give to those kids if they're like entitled and they
Yeah,
have all this
yeah, yeah. I know
technology?
what you're
What kind of
saying.
gift would you give to them?
I know what you're saying. So I had this conversation with someone before, right? They had their kid. They just had a kid, and they were talking about how they're gonna raise their kid. And this is fine. You can raise your kid however you want because you're a child, and I have no say in how you want to raise your child. But they were talking about how there's so much technology that exists, to the point to where my kids they're gonna be spoiled, and I don't want them to be that way. Like I guess my friend he has a kid right now, and he's like, well, she's always on her iPad, and she's
Oh
always on her
man.
phone, and she instead of doing things like the normal way, it's like some shit like he described to me that you see on TV. Like he said, like she did this one thing to where he asked her to do something, and instead of doing it, she like got an app and she paid somebody to do it, and little things
What?
like that. Yeah, like
That's crazy. See, that's the kind of stuff that I mean. It's just
but
like,
but
and it's just like the technology's there where you like can't even catch them in the act of paying some
but
person to
but
do this thing.
but here's the thing, Damani. Like
So crazy.
instead, so my how I think people should raise, they should embrace what's going on right now. Embrace this tech, embrace everything, and teach your kid how to facilitate using the technology and also still being able to kind of do things on their own, like incorporate that into their life rather than okay, it's all technology and nothing else. Like, does that make
Mm.
sense? Like
Yeah.
instead of trying to I guess spoon feed them little by little technology by taking stuff away and giving it to them when they learn to appreciate this and that and the third, like embrace it, like embrace the culture and teach them how to be able to incorporate technology and at the same time live a life without it. Does
Mm.
that kind of make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You kind of want them to be comfortable with technology, but not dependent on technology.
Exactly. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
some people they're just all about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and app this, app
man,
that, and my kid needs to
that shit is
learn to
disturbing,
go
man.
outside and play. And yeah, that's good and all, but this is the society that we live in now. Like, embrace it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Oh well,
Nah, man,
my kid, he
there's
doesn't
definitely
know
stuff
how
wrong with
to.
that, bro.
No, there's
They don't have
nothing wrong with
social skills. There's so many kids
that.
nowadays that don't
The
even have
money, but
social
that,
skills, man.
but that's how society is right now. That's the new generation that we kind of built. You know, we grew up in the information age, and we helped to facilitate like Facebook and Instagram and all these different social media platform and just technology in general that is out now. So the consequence of that is our kids being born into it, and they don't know any different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like we don't use it ourselves. It's not like we're not dependent on it ourselves. How much time a day do you sit on your computer and use the internet? I guarantee you cannot do your daily job right now without being on the internet. Yes or no?
Yeah, no, but I mean that definitely is true. I mean, especially now, I
Exactly.
don't think there's like 4% of jobs that are out there that don't require some kind of internet connection or
And
in some
with
kind of interacting with the internet.
my point exactly. So with that being said, instead of trying to you know push back or go back to the 1990s, embrace what is here and try and figure a way out to live with what we have now and use that, integrate that within our life, which these kids are doing. They're figuring out how to do things easier. They're figuring out, how to make things happen because of what exists now. And I said the same thing that I'm saying to you right now, and this guy was like, well, you ever watch Wally? You see those fat people that were on the spaceship? That's what's going to happen
Yeah,
to the new
man, you don't
generation
want
if
that
they keep
happening,
going the
bro,
way
and it's
they're
going
going.
that way.
It's not going to
Come
go that
on.
way, man. It really isn't going to go that
How are
way.
you so sure it's not going to go that way? You just gave a
Because the
perfect
money,
example of this guy telling his daughter
no,
to do something, and she paid
no.
somebody else to do it for her.
Because the money, it's not gonna go that way. Even though she did that, it doesn't mean that, oh, all of a sudden she's gonna sit at the couch on the couch all day and just be a couch potato. And if she needs to do a chore, she's gonna pay somebody to do the chore for her. In order for her to be able to pay that person, she has to go work, right? Eventually, when she gets older, she has to find the money or find the means to.
What? She don't have. She don't. What are you talking about? It's the internet age. All you gotta do is have a damn YouTube page. You never have to leave your house, and you can make
Yeah, but the
money. Are
money,
you
if you have a
serious?
YouTube page, don't you have to do some type of action. You have to do something. You can't just
Well,
sit.
yeah, you can
sit.
still do the action, but never leave your
Yeah.
house. You know how many people have? Oh, I'm a makeup artist, and I do my makeup, and I have 10 million followers, and they make damn
Okay,
ten
but
thousand dollars a month,
but that's what I'm saying. The
and they're
money.
fucking 14.
Those people are embracing the culture, and look at that. They're embracing it and they're making millions from it because they're using it to their advantage rather than making it seem like it's evil, like the internet is evil, people are becoming lazy and all our information is all over the place and yada yada yada. No, like figure a way out to live around it, man. Like it's the same thing with cars. When cars became popular, people were freaking out. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the same thing with electric cars. They do the same thing when new technology touches the world, man. Don't
The
I don't understand that. Like instead of
Well,
freaking out,
okay.
like
The thing I understand that why people are freaking out so much about the internet is just that it's happening so fast, man. Because you remember probably 20, not even 20 years ago, like pretty much 18 years ago, we were living not our whole day to day basis. Like you wouldn't be stuck on the internet. Like if I was to ask you right now, what's the longest you've ever been without internet? A few people would probably say 1 or 2 days, like very few. I would say probably in the thousands in a world full of 7 billion. I mean, you can't count the people that don't have internet because that's not a fair assessment. People that have access to internet, I guarantee you, if I ask them how many days have gone by without using the internet, they would probably say a few hours because just like how you said earlier,
Yeah.
Internet is intertwined in our life so much that you really
Yes.
can't do anything without being
Without it.
on the internet.
Exactly. Exactly.
But the bad thing about that is that these kids are lacking mad social skills. A lot. Have you ever tried to have a conversation with one of these younger dudes or people and just see how the conversation goes? You could talk to them for probably 30, 40 seconds and without them looking at their phone and not paying attention to what you're talking about. Or just not even responding to you because they don't know how to respond to you because they have no social skills. They haven't built those.
But it's okay, Damani, because those.
Man, that's not okay to not have social skills,
Hey,
bro.
man,
No, listen. For me, for my kids, what I would do. I mean, I definitely agree with what you're saying. You have to teach your kids what the benefits and how to use the internet to your benefit, so that way you can make your life easier and you can learn things faster. You can get solutions to whatever it is that you're trying to get solved much faster. But I would also give them like a time limit. Like, yo, you can only use this thing for like 4 hours out of the day. Use it for the important stuff. For the rest of the other stuff, we're going to have to do some face-to-face. You know, you're going to go outside and chop wood. We're going to fucking make a fire. I'm going to teach you how to damn write your return address on a mail that you're trying to mail to somebody. You know, kids nowadays, they don't know how to... write their address on the mail. What's up?
Bill Gates created Microsoft. He he bought Windows and everything that has been encompassed in that entire company. He's one of the richest persons in the world, and he seems like he's fine to me.
Well, he seems like he's fine. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors and what's going on in that guy's mind.
Regardless of if he lacks social skills or not, you know what I'm saying? He's a successful individual. His family's successful, and he's done so many things for this world, bro. For the world.
Yeah, but then you gotta remember,
country, for the world, bro.
But he wasn't born into technology. He's born with a time before technology.
Damani. The man,
look, what I mean by that, he wasn't born into when you're 5 years old, you have a smartphone and the smartphone talks to you more than your parents talk to you, and Alexa's answering all your questions. He wasn't born into that.
The man,
that's completely different, because if he was young, he had time to learn social skills and other things besides how to interact with technology.
The man walked
Kids nowadays don't even have that time.
The man walked out of the womb playing with electronics, bro.
Oh my, shut up, man.
No, seriously.
So stupid.
He walked out of the womb just like Steve Wojcos, bro. You know who Steve Wojcos is, right? The guy who helped found Apple.
Yeah,
with
he walked
himself.
out of the room.
Yeah, he did too. Walked out of the womb, putting together computers, motherboards, and all that stuff. He was the one that created the first personal computer. Like, those individuals, you don't say anything about them.
But that's completely different, because you know why? You're comparing somebody that created something and has to understand how it works in and out compared to somebody that's just using it.
That's my point.
These kids are just using it.
I guarantee you, bro, like, one of these kids right now that are into Minecraft and like all these other video games that they play, all these different apps they play, I guarantee you, if I should put this person in the room with you, they could probably walk circles around you in knowing how to use a computer or knowing how to program or doing some type of thing. I almost guarantee you that. You know why? Because these kids are using what is available to them, and they're doing essentially what we do when we watch alien videos. You know, when you watch alien videos on YouTube, you start going down the rabbit hole. Like, you watch one video and then one video turns into like 20 different videos you're watching, because it's like
that's 4 hours.
Exactly. That's exactly what these kids are doing. So I guarantee you, if I should like grab one of those kids and put them in a room with you, they walk circles around you, bro, because that's
if there's a computer in there, but once I take the computer out of the room, they won't even know how to fuck to talk.
Which, bro,
come on, man.
These even though they don't have social skills, bro, they might lack social skills, but these kids are incredibly intelligent, bro. Like, especially...
but listen, you could be as intelligent as you want to be, but if you can't relay your intelligence to other people, i.e. in a social way, then who cares? You could be the smartest person in the world. If you can't relay your information to somebody else, it doesn't matter.
It's okay for somebody to lack social skills. That's something that you can eventually teach them. You can teach somebody to be social. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to
What?
somebody and teach them.
Do you know? Do you
Yeah,
know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is to teach a 35-year-old to be social and like how to
bro.
read social cues and how to
Even
read
if
the vibe in a
Yeah,
room? That's
but
something you learn.
that's if somebody has Asperger. If somebody doesn't have Asperger's, we're not talking about Sheldon here or anything. We're talking about real
Well,
people. You know
well,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah, exactly. You talk about real people. So let's say hypothetical, all hypothetical. This is a healthy person. There's no kind of mental disabilities or anything. This
Hmm.
person has pretty much is a genius whiz on computers, but once you take the computer out of the room, it's just quiet. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Which is fine, Damani. It's
That's
fine.
not
There's
fine, man. That's
Yes,
not
it's
fine, dude. That's not fine.
bro. There,
Without
there,
technology
it,
being in
bro.
the room, you have nothing. You have
No,
nothing to offer to anybody unless there's a computer in the
it's
room.
okay if that person, if that's what their, if that's their, that brings them equilibrium. If that brings them happiness, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Let that person. That's what they like to do. That's what they like to do. We need people like that in the world
Okay,
that are focused on using their brain and making our world a better place. That's fine. I don't
by
think
using
anything is wrong
technology.
with that, huh?
No, no, there's definitely nothing wrong with that if it's a certain amount. But if it's all of them, there's something wrong with that. Because say,
What
for
do you mean
example,
all of them?
no,
But
no,
it's
no,
not all of them. You keep saying
well,
there's
okay,
all of them,
if it's like if it's 85%, that's still too much.
bro. Not all kids.
If it's 50-50, that's fine. If it's
See,
too
I
much,
think
it's too much.
you and my wife have the same like mind state when it comes on the technology. You guys feel as if kids are too much integrated into their phones and their computers and they don't want to go outside anymore. First of all, the world is a dangerous place, man. You see people just
Oh
running up
man.
in seriously. You see people just running up in buildings, shooting kids, shooting up restaurants and even churches now. Like I'm
Yeah, man.
okay with my kids staying
Concerts.
inside and playing on their computer,
Man,
talking on their phone. When I was a little kid, I used to have to do that anyways, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, mind you, I didn't have a phone or a computer
yeah,
to
or a
run to.
smartphone.
Yeah.
Exactly. You had to actually speak
But
to people.
I had a TV, you know what I'm saying, and my siblings, we played and which is fine. That's
Yep.
another option too. Like you can have
Yeah.
them play
And you
board
build social
games and
skills by
yeah.
hanging out with your family and doing things with real life people. You build social skills.
Yeah, but Damani, if there's no, I don't see anything wrong with a person not hanging
All
out with
right.
somebody in person or not going
Well, no.
outside and playing volleyball or playing basketball with other people. If
No.
they can accomplish the same thing on over the phone in a digital interface world, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't I
All
don't
right. Well,
understand what's
okay.
the
So how
problem.
about this? I'll give you another hypothetical. This is one of my main reasons. I don't want kids to be so technology everything. Here's
Hmm.
my main reason. You got to make sure that you're a useful member to society, right? And if you
Okay.
only be useful member to society when there's a computer in the room, then you're useful, but only to a certain degree. Like say for example, the U.S. gets hit by EMP blast. Bam, you get hit by EMP, takes out every kind of electronic. They're all gone. Now, how
Hmm.
useful are those kids now?
Well,
They can't build
probably
a
not.
fire. They can't hunt. They
But you
don't know
don't
how to
know
do
that,
a
Damani.
building.
You don't. You're
Wait,
saying
wait.
that
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. How would I not know that a kid that's been staring at Facebook how umpteen hours a day and looking at Instagram, how the hell is that kid gonna know how to build a fire? How's that kid gonna
because
know what's
because
poison ivy and what's a carrot?
that
That
same kid could have probably watched a video from a long time ago, looking how to build fire, and they seen what's his name, Bill Grave. What's the name of that dude that eats dead
Bear
animals?
Grylls.
Bear Grylls. There you go. Could have watched the video, watched Bear Grylls start a fire, and they're outside with me not knowing how to start a fire, but because they saw that video and they seen exactly the steps that he took to start the fire, they know exactly what to do, or they can instruct somebody on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I mean, you can say that, but most kids don't watch that kind of stuff. They're on Instagram.
You're saying that, Damani, but you don't know. You don't know what these kids are capable of. Some of these kids are Damani, some of these kids are highly intelligent. Just because
with the computer in the room. All right, Mike. So I'm gonna challenge you, dude. I'm gonna challenge you tomorrow, or you know what? Any day during the week, you could pick any day. You could pick every day if you want to. I want you to go up to a kid that's younger than 15 and ask him if he knows how to make a fire from scratch.
Yeah, Damani,
and I guarantee you, all of them are gonna say no.
I'm not, no, don't.
Well, okay, well, ask him anything. Ask him. Okay. Well, look, I'll say something simple then. I'll say something very simple. Okay. Go to any kid that's 15 and under and ask him if he knows how to mail a piece of mail. Like, does he know where to put his return address? Does he know where to put the address that they're sending the mail? I guarantee they're gonna tell you they don't know how to do it.
So
promise
can I ask you a question, Damani?
What's up?
Why? All right. Here's my thing. Why would I use a horse and buggy when I can use a car to travel?
Oh, so you never buy like a card and want to send it to your mom, like from California to Florida?
And if I can do that without actually going to the store and purchase it, I can buy it online and send it directly to her, and it'd more than likely be cheaper. Why not do that? If I can research a way to do something and it's available to me, why not do that? This is the thing that I'm trying to get across, that if there's an easier way to do something, if it's available to you, why I don't understand what's wrong with using it. I don't see these kids these kids aren't really exploiting it as to the way you're saying. Like, they're using what's in front of them, they're using what's available to them, and they're using it safely. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting in their house, they're playing on their phone, they're watching YouTube videos, playing on their computer, and they're doing it in their comforts of their home. Yes, they might lack certain skills that you would more than likely want them to have, but I feel like if you can intervene just enough to give them just enough of what they need, you know, in terms of social skills, they'll be fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. We did a open house at my job the other day, and just like I said, this was a conversation that we were having about, you know, kids and, you know, how much time they spend on social media and just online and this and that. And there was few people that was arguing for and against, and I was one of those few people that was arguing for. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and I think it's fine for these kids to embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's gonna be some cons and pros that comes out of it, but you know, if you intervene in the right time and, you know, allow your kid to balance that time, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, these kids are so smart.
Well,
bro.
I mean, you probably got to tell your kids the time. I wouldn't leave it up to them and their own vices to pick their time. Because if you leave a kid alone to pick how much time you're going to spend on their phone, they're going to spend all their time on the phone until they get to the point to where they have the self-realization, like, man, I'm spending a lot of time on this, so I should go do something else. But so few actually get to that realization because they're so distracted by damn photos of whatever it is that they want to look at, or videos of whatever it is that they want to look at any moment in time. Okay, there's certain things in life where you have to physically do it yourself to get the calluses on your hands. Because once you physically go through the process of doing something yourself and getting those calluses on your hand, you have a deeper and much better understanding of it. As to oppose of, oh, something's broken on my car, I'll just go to a mechanic. You don't know how the fuck the car works. The mechanic can tell you X, Y, Z. The fibrillator and the thermopulator is stuck in the chrolopolata and just charge you whatever. And you have to say, okay, just because it's easy, just because it's easy and faster doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. Because once you get those calluses on your hand and you understand how a whole process works, you just have a better understanding of how things work, man. It's just doing things where you just snap a finger and it's just done, and you don't care about what's happening behind the scenes. That kind of makes, in my opinion, that person who got that whatever thing done that fast unappreciative. They don't really appreciate what it is that they're getting. Like, for example, if you want to send, like, perfect example, like how you were just saying, if you want to send your mom a Christmas card from California to Florida, but you don't know how to write your own address, you said you go buy it online and just send it. Now, that's kind of, the person's not going to really appreciate it, because, I mean, as to oppose of if you had a card yourself in your house and then you wrote an actual, you got the little printed note and you write your extra little note in that card. Hey, Mom, I love you. I miss you. I want to see you, XYZ. And then just, put your signature, put a bunch of hearts and a smiley face. Don't you think that that person receiving that card is going to appreciate that card much more because you physically put the work into making a thoughtful whatever, than opposed to just buying something,
bro? I don't.
That's horrible. Shit. That's selfish. No. Okay. What? So hold on. So if that's your viewpoint, you don't give a fuck about the other person. Do you think it's okay if other kids have that viewpoint? Because they're all gonna have that viewpoint. I don't give a fuck how that person feels. I just want to get this shit done.
It's not about.
Do you think that's healthy?
So I want, like I said, I'm talking about my own kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they feel as if they want to do something that way. That's their own prerogative, bro. If that's the way they feel like is the right way for them to do it, and that's the way they learn how to do it, and that's the way they want to keep learning how to do it, that's fine. Like, as long as my kid is not going around eating crayons and just freaking doing stupid shit, I don't care. Like, as long as he's smart, he's intelligent, he can make his own decision, and he can live his life productively. You know what I'm saying? That's good enough for me. Like, I am telling you, you guys, and you included, Damani, you guys are categorizing these kids as if they're incapable of doing anything just because they're spending too much time on the internet or too much time. So what? If they're doing that,
if that came off like that, I don't want to categorize them as that. I don't want to come off as that. But I'm saying it needs to be a limit, man. A limit.
No, in 50 years from now, you're what? You're 60 something right now. 50 years from now, you're gonna be dead, right? These little kids are gonna be still here and still doing what they're doing, and you're gonna be long gone. You're not gonna be able to change what is the inevitable right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's not inevitable. You don't know what tomorrow brings.
Damani,
what's gonna happen tomorrow?
You don't know what tomorrow.
It's not inevitable.
Yes, it is inevitable, bro. Bro, technology it encompasses our life. Like, it's engulfed in our life. Like, we cannot escape it. If you step outside right now, you can see the advances in technology. Period. You know what I'm saying? You use the internet every day. You're using it right now. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot escape. You cannot escape it. No, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of was it iRobot with Will Smith? Well, Will Smith hated the robot so much, you know what I'm saying, to the point where he was mad that he had a robot hand when he had himself when he got damaged.
Yeah,
remember
man.
that?
Fuck
You're
those
that
robots.
type of person, bro. Like,
Yep.
you're thinking like technology is here and everything's about to go to shit. It's about to be Terminator 3 in this bitch, and they're
I'm not
take
thinking.
over.
I don't think it's all gonna go to shit.
No, that is how you are.
It just needs to be balanced, man. No. I don't think just because technology exists, it's gonna go to shit. I just say it needs to be. There needs to be a balance. People need to be capable and competent on technology as well as in the real world. You can't be one or the other. If you're only capable in the real world and you don't know how to fuck use technology, you're gonna get screwed. If you're only capable in technology and you don't know how to function in the real world, you're gonna get screwed. You're not gonna have social skills. You're not gonna be able to get a significant other, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, because you don't know how the hell to talk to people. You're not gonna be able to read a room. You're gonna be saying the wrong stuff all the time and try to figure out, what did I say? What did I do? And because you don't have any social skills. I'm not saying technology the blame for all that, but what I'm saying is there needs to be a limit. There has dude, Mark Wahlberg or what's his name? The guy that the guys that started Google, even they tell their kids that there's a limit on the internet. And this guy made Google. The guy that made Twitter, he tells his kids, dude, there's a limit on the amount that you need to use the internet. Even
So
Elon Musk said he would tell his children that he doesn't even have, that he would say there's a limit on the amount that you need to use internet. These are the people that created this high tech stuff, and they're saying that they understand how dangerous it could possibly be if you don't keep it in check. You gotta keep it in check.
I'll agree to disagree, bro.
Oh,
I agree with you to the point. Yes, you do have to keep it in check, but at the same time, I'm not gonna watch over them like a hawk, like I'm their freaking bodyguard or what may have you. No, it's unnecessary, bro. Like it's there to make your life easier, and it's there as a tool, just like how with your car, you know what I'm saying? You need to go somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you can't drive your car. Like everybody's addicted to their car. Once you get a car, it's an addiction that you cannot push away. You can't brush off. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't live without a car. If you have a job and you don't have a car, you're basically
goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Like
your life is horrible.
Yeah, you're in a very bad position. The same situation happened when vehicles were invented, or when vehicles started being utilized as much as it's being utilized now. You know what I'm saying? Now it has become an integral part of our lives. You can't go anywhere without a car, and if you don't have a car, it's an inconvenience for you, because now you have to go get public transport, and you have to move on time, or basically on the time of the public transportation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can't
horrible.
really do anything about that. And that's the point that I'm trying to make to you. Like, this technology exists to make our life easier, and it's gonna get to the point to where you can't function without it. Just like how you said right now,
That's bad.
most jobs and most whatever businesses operate with around the internet, and you can't really function without it. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a successful business without it, and I believe that's gonna be true. And it's gonna be true for a long time, bro, and it's just gonna get even more integrated in our life. You know what I mean? So going back to what I'm saying, bro, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think rather than people trying to put it in the category as something bad, or something that may hinder our kids down the line, or whatever they may have you, I think they should just embrace what it is right now, and try to circumvent whatever bad situation that come out of it, rather than making it seem like it's the worst thing. Like that's a problem.
The thing about technology is that you don't wait for the problems to happen to try to fix it, because technology advances so fast. You can't wait. By the time a problem presents itself, it's too late. It's like you open Pandora's box and that's it. You can't do nothing after that.
You just made my point, Damani. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people are trying to make it seem as if this is bad, or this is what's happening to my kid, and we need to stop them now, and just internet is bad, and all these people are going out there, like China, for instance, they have all these restrictions on their internet, and they're doing like all sorts of things to make sure, and that's a whole nother reason in itself. But you know what I'm saying? Like, all these parents have all these parental blocks, and they're just they're going over and beyond to restrict their kids on how much they can utilize their tech. Instead of doing that, they should just embrace what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tell your kids, this is what technology is, and this is what can become of it. Instead of, using it for, I don't know, watching silly YouTube videos, watch videos on how to become a good coder, or watch videos on how to learn how to cook something, or et cetera, et cetera. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not saying that, I'm saying. Well, I am saying that. I don't think anything is wrong with people spending time on the internet. Nothing is wrong with that. So I
don't see anything wrong with that too. You don't care about if they spend too much time on the internet.
I don't. And
they don't have social skills. Don't even know how to talk to anybody. Just fucking retarded.
We're just going to agree to disagree on that, Damani, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
All right, well then look, you still got to answer my question. If you have your kids that got all this technology, everything, and everything's handed to them all on the platter immediately, and they don't even have to bat an eye or appreciate anything because they get it in a blink of a second, what do you get that type of person for holidays, for Christmas? What do you do for them? What would you personally do for your kids?
What would I do for my kids?
Yeah, you just said you want them all technology up like
I don't
crazy. What
know.
are you gonna give them for?
They're more than likely gonna want to ask for the newest thing. Like, oh, can I get the newest laptop? Okay, well, do your chores. Do something in order to allow for me to see that you're gonna be appreciative of what I get you, or if it's even worth me getting it for you. And in addition to that, it has to be something that's educational, or it's gonna benefit my kid. Like if I know my kid, so here's my thing, Damani. I know our kids are gonna be really smart. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Ness already are on that path of how we're gonna raise our kids. Like they're gonna be highly intelligent because they're gonna know how to utilize their resources around them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna know how to
Mm,
program. They're gonna know how to create
write
things
a
based
letter,
off of.
make a fire.
No, bro, I don't care about that stuff. My kid doesn't need to learn how to light a fire because he doesn't live in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not necessary. And even if he didn't know, need to know how to light a fire, who go learn it? Easy. There's books. You know what I'm saying? People
Oh,
can
there's
read
books,
books.
but you gotta turn the page. You don't just swipe a finger.
Come on, there's books. They're digital books. You know what I'm saying? You can read books
Oh
on
gosh,
on
there you go back with this digital crap. All right, go ahead.
Seriously, there's digital
Oh
books. People
gosh.
still do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like most of these kids that you're talking about, a lot of them love reading. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these kids that are on technology, they really love reading. And that's what I'm saying. Like you guys are underestimating these kids and thinking, oh, they're just because they're socially awkward, they lack social skills and whatnot. There's something wrong with them. These are gonna be these kids. This next generation coming up are gonna be the next Einsteins. Like there's gonna be some really brilliant child that's gonna come out of this generation, and
Mm.
they're gonna
Oh no,
wow
there
us.
already
And
are,
then
man. There already are. There's a lot of them.
yeah. And then you guys, I'm gonna remember this conversation. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Damani, that socially awkward person that you're talking about just created the first damn integrated virtual reality video game where you can
That's
feel and
even
touch
worse.
where
Oh
you can
gosh.
feel and touch the individual, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no,
So then
bro,
hold on.
that's
So then that means that's the only way that you measure success is determined on what kind of technological something this person created for society. You don't gauge any kind of success on this. Oh, this guy has a loving wife and he has a great family that he can communicate very well with, and he's a very good people person. You only
so
value what kind of
so how
technological something this
so
person does.
let me ask you a question, Namani. So if you was, say you were married, right? And say you're all about technology and you're married and whatnot, and you have a successful marriage. You know what I'm saying? You have your nice home and whatnot. You think the media is gonna highlight that and tell me all about how your life has been as a successful married
Heck yeah! What,
businessman?
what doesn't the
How
media highlight when people
why
break up and like,
why
oh, they're
why
divorced, and
Dumani,
they
why
highlight all
would
that stuff?
but why would the media highlight that, Dumani? You're just a regular person. I'm talking about somebody that's not regular, somebody that has created something that has advanced our society. You're talking about, oh, why you measure success on the stuff that he created? Obviously, because it makes a difference in our world.
Yeah, but then what about
what
if
does
this? What
him
about
being
this guy's
married?
created? What if this guy's
Dumani.
creating all this stuff, but he's miserable because he doesn't know how to
Okay, well,
communicate with human
if
beings?
he's miserable, that's his problem. But why, if he's married and he's
Horrible.
successfully married,
Oh,
why
that's so selfish. As long
why
as this
is
guy
that going to
gives
make a
me
difference
something,
to
I
us?
don't. That doesn't make any sense. It's just so selfish. It's like as long as this guy gives me something, I don't care how his life's going.
It's not
Essentially, is what you're
about
saying.
giving. It's not about giving me something, Damani. It's about leaving a lasting impact. Like before I die, I want to make sure that I leave an impression on this world. I don't want to just die knowing that I lived this life just working for a living. Like who does that? Like is that what you? Is
No,
that
that's
how you want
horrible.
to die? Like you want to live
Hell
your life
no.
just
Yeah,
just
of course
working
not. But
for the
but
man and
still, you
paying
don't you
bills?
don't need you don't need to have technology to leave a lasting impression. I mean, how many thousands of, if not millions of years, have humans been existing that's leaving lasting impressions?
So let me
We
ask you a
still talk
question,
about
Damani.
Anthony the Great and all these Romans and Egyptians and Ramses and all that. But they didn't have technology. You don't need to have technology to leave a lasting impressions.
That was back in the day.
Egyptians didn't have no damn computers, and they built the biggest, most impressive anything kind of architecture that still exists on this planet.
And Damani, those were those times. So what do you think's gonna happen now? I'm gonna build the biggest fire in the world, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, he just built the most awesome fire that I've ever seen." How is that gonna make? How is that gonna make an improvement on our life? Like, how is that gonna make a difference? Like, what is that gonna do? Oh, this person has built.
Everybody will remember that day.
Damani,
the biggest fire was ever made.
What is that doing? That doesn't do anything. We're in, just like you said, Damani, back in the Egyptian times, they built a big pyramid. That was in those times. That was necessary for that time period. For that time period, that was seen as something that was abnormal. In this time period, if you should do something like that, build a big building or a big structure like that, people will see that as, oh, he built a big structure. There is many big structures that exist in this entire world.
You built a big structure that cannot be copied, and even into this day and age. That's why that shit is so magnificent.
Regardless, you're missing the point, bro.
I know what you're saying. I know what you mean.
It's just that time, bro. The time period that we're in now requires something that hasn't been done before, and that's what I'm trying. Goes back to what I'm saying. These kids, they have tapped into something that we may think that, is bad. They've tapped into something differently than, we may be perceiving. Like, these kids, like I said, are highly intelligent, and I just think that people should just give them a little bit more, I guess, I don't know, give them a little bit more credit than what they're giving them right now. But yeah. Anyways, we kind of went way over time. So
it's all right. It is a very interesting combo.
Yeah. So we gotta call it now, bro. So
all right. Well, no, that's fine. All right, guys. So, man, I mean, we went way the hell off topic too. So, whatever. That's how the show went, man. That's just how it went. Damn. All right, but yeah. So, all right, guys. So, let's go back to the main question that we were asking earlier. If you see mommy kissing Santa Claus, are you gonna tell daddy? And if not, why not? And then, if you do, why would you? So definitely we want to hear your guys' comments. You can see us at the Mike and Damani Show on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, Mike and Damani Show. You can find us on Podbean. Just feel free to go on Google and type in Mike and Damani Show. And Mike is Mike. You know how to spell the word and Damani is Damany. And then, yeah, just feel free to send us an email, send us a message on Facebook, whatever. But we definitely want to see what your answers are. Do you tell daddy if mommy is kissing Santa Claus?
Why you keep saying it like that? What is wrong with this guy?
No, that's dope, man. What? That's fucking cool. I'm about to write a book about that shit, man. That's dope. Yeah. All right, man. But yeah, so me and Mike, we had a dope-ass conversation about... It was supposed to be about holidays, but it turned out technology or whatever. But, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it still encompasses the same thing. But yeah, I mean, that was a very cool convo. Get in contact with us on our social media, and yeah, go ahead, Mike, bring us out, man.
Hey, I'm done. Yeah, just enjoy this holiday. Be close to your family. I know that I will. Everyone, just realize that. This holiday only comes once a year, and you should take every amount of opportunity and time that you have to spend it with the ones that you love, and just let them know. Let's tell them, man. Definitely. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you respect them. Tell them whatever it is that you need to tell them to make them feel good about themselves, and let them know that you love them and you respect them and you hold them dearly to you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. really appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for listening, and we try to have conversations like these so that you guys can join in and basically give your opinions or listen to our opinions. So if you got
Hmm.
anything that you guys would like to share with us, feel free to reach out to the handles that Damani just gave you, and we'll reach back out to you. Thank you.
Yep. Hope to hear from you guys soon.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Sweet dreams.